We are on 10.5, part 2, tangents, and we're going to be talking about circumscribed polygons about the circle. So basically, to create a polygon that is circumscribed about the circle, you draw a bunch of tangents surrounding the circle. So this polygon can be a triangle, it could be a quadrilateral, it could be a pentagon, any kind of polygon. So here I have a quadrilateral, and it's created by 4 tangents. Tangent 1, tangent 2, tangent 3, and tangent 4. So as you can see, there are 4 tangents creating this polygon. There's a red one, a green one, a blue one, and a black one. And each one of them intersects the circle in one spot, which is what makes it a tangent. And that spot is called the point of tangency. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 points of tangency. Okay. Now remember yesterday we talked about when 2 tangents intersect outside the circle, those 2 tangents are congruent. So I'm just going to randomly pick 2 tangents. So right here and right here, these 2 tangents are congruent. So if I tell you that, for example, this is a length of 5, then you know that this is also 5. Now, let me go to another set of tangents. Let's say you're here. This tangent is therefore equal to this tangent because they both intersect outside the circle at a point. So if I tell you that this part is 4, then this part is 4. And for the same reason, if I tell you that this piece is 2, then this piece is 2, and so on. You know what, I'll just finish this. Let's say this piece is 2.5, then this piece is 2.5. So if I asked you for the perimeter of this polygon, you basically would have to add up all the sides. So you guys know how to do that. I'm going to go to a question in your notes. So here are your notes, 10.5 notes, part 2, tangents and circumscribed polygons. And as you can see, here we have a hexagon. This is a hexagon, right, with 6 sides. And here we have a square. And both of these are circumscribed about the circle, okay? So again, circumscribed about the circle is basically a bunch of tangents that are going around the circle, and tangents, remember, intersect the circle in one spot. So you can see that happening on both polygons. We have tangents going around the circle. Okay, so in the hexagon, this point to A is congruent to that. I know it doesn't look it the way I drew it, but it's true. And this piece is congruent to this piece. And this piece is congruent to this piece. And so on. This piece is congruent to that piece. All right, and you can go all the way around the circle, and you have congruence going all the way around. All right, let's take a look at this example. ABC is circumscribed about circle O, and we're looking at this one. ABC is circumscribed about circle O. Right. Find the perimeter of triangle ABC. So let's take a look at what we have. Here we have BE is equal to 6. Well, if BE is equal to 6, then the tangent on the other side that's intersecting it is also going to be 6. And over here I have FC equals 8. Well, if that's 8, this is 8. Okay, and finally, I have FA equals 12, so therefore DA equals 12. So to find the perimeter, we're going to take 12 and 6, which is 18, 6 and 8, which is 14, and 12 and 8, which is 20, and add those all together. 20 plus 18 plus 14 is equal to 52. Let's take a look at the problems. It says for each figure, find x, then find the perimeter. For each figure, find x, then find the perimeter. So we have to do two things. We have to find x, and then we have to find the perimeter. So if I take a look at this shape that's circumscribing about the circle, it's a triangle. And let's look at the pairs of tangents. Here we have 17, which means this piece is 17. Here we have 13, which means this is 13. And there's a 10, which means this is 10. So x is equal to 10 plus 13, or 23. All right, now to find the perimeter, I have to look at the lengths of each side. So the length right here is 27. The length right here is 30. And the length right here we figured out was 23. So to find the perimeter, we do 27 plus 30 plus 23. And all of that is equal to 80. So the perimeter is equal to 80. And x is equal to 23. The next one, we have 14 and 14, and 18 and 18. And since this whole thing is 26, to get this piece that's left over, I have to take away 18, and that gives me 8, which means x is 8. So x is equal to 8. All right, and to get the perimeter, again, I get the length of the whole thing. So here I have 18 plus 14, that's 32. 18 plus 8 is 26. And 8 plus 14 is 22. So 26 plus 22 plus 32 equals 80. So the perimeter is 80. For number 3, we have a square. The side of the square is 16. And I know these half pieces are all 8s. Even if you didn't know it was a square, you could tell that all these little pieces here are 8s. So therefore 8 and 2x are the same. So 2x equals 8 and x equals 4. To get the perimeter, you just do 16 times 4, and that's 64. For number 4, we have 2 here, and then 6 here, and 4 here. So therefore, x equals 6 plus 4, x equals 10. And to get the perimeter, we get the lengths of the sides. So that's 8, 6, and this is 10. And 8 plus 6 plus 10 is equal to 24. And that's your perimeter. We're going to move on to number 5, and I'm going to start filling in the numbers at this point. I think you guys should be pretty good at this. So here I have a 3. Now this 1 right here, be careful, don't skip it. It's actually this little piece right here. So this little piece right there is also a 1. Then I have a 6 here. I have a 2 here. And I believe I have filled in all of them. So x is equal to 2 plus 6, which is 8. Then to get the perimeter, I have 3 plus 2, or 5 here. I have 4 here. 7 here. And we already figured out that that was 8. So the perimeter is 5 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8, which is 24. For number 6, we have these two pieces right here, 8 and x plus 2. So x plus 2 is equal to 8. So to find x is equal to 6. And for the next part, we have to figure out what the pieces are, the little tangent pieces. So here we have 5, 9, 4, and we know that this is 8. And we're going to add all of that together. Here I have 13, 14. Here I have 13 and 12. And we're going to add all of that together to get the perimeter. 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 13, and all of that is equal to 52. Another thing that I've been doing just to double check, what you can do is you can do 9 plus 9, that's 18, and then 4 plus 4 is 8, like I'm doubling each of these because they're the same. 16, and over here 10, and that should give you the same perimeter of 52. So that's a good double check. All right. For homework, you have a worksheet, and basically everything on this worksheet is the same except for the first 2 questions. They might give you guys a little bit of a challenge, not really. I threw a hint in here for you. If you still don't know how to do it, please email me and I will help you out. I really don't want to tell you what to do here because I want you to think. Other than that, I think everything else is going to be the same. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson.